Welcome back to the Summer Rain channel. Today I have something super exciting. It is a solid perfume. So I thought with Valentine's Day coming up, it was really the perfect time to make something that all you do-it-yourself lovers will completely enjoy. And we all know that we love our perfume. So I'm going to walk you through every step of the process, explain all the ingredients, what we look at when we're making one, and you're going to be surprised at just how easy it is to do. Without further ado, let's dive in and learn how to make solid perfume. So the solid perfume is right here, and what I want to do is really show you the consistency. So it hurts my soul, absolutely hurts my soul to put my finger right in here, but I really want you to see the consistency that we get with this. So if you can see there, I mean, I would never put on quite that much solid perfume, but you can just go ahead, put it on your pulse points or wherever you want to use it. As you can see, it doesn't leave like a whole lot of shimmer or anything like that. The mica powder is just more to add a little bit of pizzazz and a little bit of color. You certainly could leave it out if you wanted to. It just adds a little something to it. So let's dive into each ingredient, why we use them, and how I chose them. So the beeswax in this recipe really pulls double duty. So when you're thinking about beeswax, we use it because we need this to be solid, right? And we want a solid perfume that you can easily throw in your purse and then pop out and use. So the beeswax is going to give us that solid form. Now, in addition to doing that, beeswax creates a barrier over your skin. So what that's going to do is that's going to hold the scent on your skin longer and create like a little bit of a protective layer. I noticed that this perfume you can smell for hours and hours, and it's absolutely amazing. The next ingredient that we use is jojoba oil. So we want this to be solid, right? But if we only use beeswax, it's going to be too solid. We need this to be usable. So adding some jojoba oil is going to give you that creamy texture. So when you go to use it, it's going to make it so it's spreadable. So it goes on your skin lovely and that you can actually get some out. It'd be very difficult to do if it was just beeswax and some fragrance oil. So we use that to create the creaminess that you find in your solid perfume. I love jojoba oil, absolutely love it. So jojoba oil mimics our skin sebum. It is suitable for all skin types. It doesn't clog your pores, nothing like that. So it's an absolutely amazing oil to use in this recipe. It is a leave-on recipe, and I've said this before and I will continue to say it. I really think the more expensive, nicer oils belong in the reusable, like the leave-on products. So the next ingredient that we have is our fragrance oil. So this is where you really get to come in and you get to shine and you get to customize this however you like, and it's so easy to do. So go ahead, grab your favorite fragrance oil and then find the color that goes with it. I was actually surprised in the last video when I was talking about how I smell a smell and then decide the color that I want to go with, that so many other people do that too, that I'm not alone in that. So get your favorite fragrance oil, get your favorite color that goes with it, and it's going to be super easy to make. So the one thing that you want to keep in mind is we always look at the use rate of our fragrance oil. You can't just add a whole bunch of fragrance oil in here and be like, oh, I'm going to make this stronger. You have to follow the safety recommendations. So you don't want to go above, for the fragrance oil that I'm using, 2%. So that's the absolute max that you can do for a skin safe product. Adding more is not going to make it stronger. It's going to make it unsafe. So make sure when you're using, be it fragrance oils or essential oils or whatever smell that you pick, that you're using it in a safe way. Now for the fun part, let's dive in and actually make our solid perfume. For this solid perfume, we have beeswax, jojoba oil, fragrance oil, mica powder, and little containers to store it in. Start out by making sure your jojoba oil is in a heat-safe container, and to this we're going to add our beeswax. Start out by grabbing a saucepan with a little bit of water. I put this little silicone mat in here just to prevent the container from bumping around. We are going to put our jojoba oil and beeswax in there. We're going to heat this on the stove. So heat it on a low to medium heat. And all we're doing is we're going to heat this enough until the beeswax is melted. Make sure that you're stirring while heating. I'll come back once this is melted. Now that our beeswax and jojoba oil is heated up, what we're going to do, come in with a washcloth and just dry the edges. Just make sure that there's no water on your container. To this, we're going to add our fragrance oil. And at the same time, we're going to go ahead and add our mica powder. We'll come in, we're going to give this a really good mix. Make sure that both the fragrance oil and the mica powder is fully combined for our solid perfume. Now, when you're working with solid perfume, you're going to want to work pretty quick because it's going to want to try to solidify on you into the solid form because of the beeswax we use. So make sure that you're moving pretty quickly. Grab the container you're going to store your solid perfume in, and we're just going to go ahead and fill it up. And there is our finished solid perfume. Just to show you the perfume consistency, what I'm going to do. So as you can see, it is solid, but not so solid that you're going to have a problem breaking through. And then you just go ahead, put your perfume on, and I don't know how well you can see there. The jojoba oil and stuff is going to absorb into your skin, and you're going to have a lovely do-it-yourself perfume. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy making and using your solid perfume as much as I did. If you haven't done so already, be sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, I do provide a link to my blog, which is summerrain.website, where I go more in depth, and it's a written form. So if that's a little bit easier, or if you want a printable recipe, that is available on there. As always, I do put the recipe down in the description box. Also, happy Valentine's Day.